What's up there, DFS fans? Ryan Kostrowski representing the DFS 5-pack. Hopefully everybody's off to a good day. Making this video with baseball out anyway, basketball about to start. So I am in the zone right now, but wanted to take a couple minutes just to discuss some real basics to MLB DFS. I know a couple days into the season, we still have people who are starting and playing this for the first time. I'm just going to go over some of the more simplistic rules. If you are an MLB DFS veteran, you've been playing it for years, this will probably be a little bit elementary for you, but if you want to listen, I will make it short and quick. If you guys are new to the station, we do a lot of DFS videos over here. If you want more of them, just press that red button that says subscribe. And if you want to be, I don't know, much appreciated, hit the thumbs up button. It always does us a lot, and we appreciate it from those of you who do it. Just want to reiterate to a couple of people, if you happen to be Brewers, Bucks, or Packers fans like I am, I have started a second YouTube channel. The link to it is below. It's not DFS related. We're just talking Packers, Bucks, and Brewers. All right, so 5 basic tips to MLB DFS. These are the simple things for those of you who are brand new. Number 1, top of the order hitters not only have better hitters around them, but they're more likely to get that extra at bat. And we talked about this today on the show. Think about it this way. If your average ball player gets about 4.5 at bats per game, I mean, 5 versus 4 is a 25% spike. If I were to tell you that a guy were to play 37 or 35 minutes as opposed to 28 in NBA, you'd want him on your roster, right? He would be a better bet. Doesn't mean he's always going to be better, but you just get more opportunity. The other side of that is bottom of the order hitters always become lower owned. So when you're trying to play contrarian, which has its place within the MLB DFS world, taking guys, 6 and down, they're just going to have fewer buyers. So you kind of have to weigh that in or out. But when you're playing cash games, stick to top of the order guys and on teams that score runs going up against weaker pitchers. All right, number 2, what is stacking? So you're going to hear this term a ton in MLB DFS. And what it means is just playing guys from the same team. And you can play up to 5 guys from the same roster on DraftKings. For me, when I have the opportunity, I like to pick out a couple of offenses when I'm running multi-entry. And then I'll stack anywhere from 2 to 5 guys in each lineup. Some people are always 5. Some people are slate dependent. It really depends on what you're looking at. I think I would go with the slate dependent thing more than not. If you love the Red Sox someday and you're making 10 lineups, but you think they're going to score 10 runs, shit, man, stack them 5 deep over and over again. If you got 4 teams you like a lot, run little mini stacks, 2, 3, and 4-man stacks of these teams. A stack would be guys, though, closer in the batting order. If you play the 1, the 4, and the 8 hitters, like it's not as much of a stack because they're less likely to drive each other in. And that's kind of the goal of the purpose is when a guy hits another guy in, you get both the RBI and the run. All right, next up, number 3, strikeouts for pitchers, stolen bases, and home runs are king for DraftKings. That's where your big points come from. Swing for the fences playing baseball, focus on GPPs. Guys who hit home runs and steal bases just have way more upside. Nick Markakis might be a significantly better professional hitter than Keon Broxton, but Keon Broxton can steal 30 bases and hit 30 home runs, making him more of a commodity in the MLB DFS world. It's not a perfect world. It's not a perfect system, but it's the system that we live in. Strikeouts for pitchers, stolen base, and home runs for hitters. Next up, know your ballparks. Certain ballparks are built for offense. Other ballparks are built to help the pitcher. Know the difference between the two of them. San Francisco, great for pitching. Dodger Stadium may look like it's good for hitting because the Dodgers are good, but all in all, not great for hitting. Coors Field, Texas, great for the hitters. So just get to learn the difference. If you don't know it, go look it up. There's plenty of articles out there, and you'll get to know the differences between the parks. Yankee Stadium, good for hitting. Very good place to hit. Anaheim, not so much. All right, next up, how to use the batter versus pitcher statistic. There's only a few examples within baseball that I like it as a standalone statistic, and that is how a batter has fared versus a pitcher. For example, Mike Trout is going up against Felix Hernandez tonight. He's got close to 90 career at-bats off of him, like 8 home runs and 81 ABs. I think it's 91 appearances or something like that, batting close to 400. I think that's a standalone statistic I can get on board with. If you look and you see a batter is 4 of 12 off somebody, and they're like, oh, it's a 333 average, it's not a large enough sample size to take much out of it. It's better than seeing he's 0 for 12, but I don't really read anything into 4 for 12. If you see a guy's 20 of 40, well, that's enough of a sample size to know it makes a big difference. I also like to look for low strikeout numbers and also extra base hits. Singles can be more lucky. But if you see a guy's got 28 career at bats against somebody with 9 extra base hits, that means he's really, really hitting the ball hard against him. So again, there's a lot more that goes into MLB DFS outside of this, but these are 5 basic rules, 5 basics to the game. Get to know them, up your game. Let's go win some money this year, guys. If you want a membership, we would love to have you. Outside of that, have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys tomorrow.